Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of the Dead Batteries podcast. I'm Erin. Fuck you guys! God damn it, I hate you!
I'm Drew!
Alright, yeah,
I'm the other guy, Austin.
Alright, that's the last time I start an episode. We're not doing this again. I'm out.
Of course that was gonna happen.
I know!
So, we're using that. That's great.
Go for it.
God,
my God.
damn it. We'll just jump right in after that. Hey
Yeah,
guys, what have you guys been up to this week?
Oh, just getting fucked over by people I thought were my friends. It's fine.
Hey, technically, I didn't do anything. I'm an innocent victim here.
Yeah, no, neither of you did. It's fine.
That was the point. That was the problem, is that we didn't do anything. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
So, this week's game is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and we all know that. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. But what else have you guys been up to? Austin.
Oh, sorry. I've been playing Doom Eternal still. I finished the DLC. It's really fucking good. Ends on a good cliffhanger. There's a bunch of extra shit to unlock by beating it on like the extra super hard modes, like Ultra Nightmare, where you like if you die, you start the whole fucking thing over again.
That sounds great.
Yeah. The thing, I really like the DLC, but it's so hard and exhausting to play that like I don't feel like playing it again to unlock anything. I don't know if you've ever had that experience.
I can't say I have. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I have this week.
Oh. But besides that, I continued playing Crash Bandicoot 4. Got through another chunk of that. That game is also fun and well designed. I think levels go on a bit too long though. And like, I don't know why, but like when I'm playing it, I'm having fun. But like the second I turn it off, I'm like, I don't really want to play it again. I kind of force myself back into it.
That kind of sucks. That's kind of how I feel about Crash in general, though, honestly. That makes sense.
I've only played
like
the
old
demos
games
for Crash.
a lot. But then, they fucked it up a long time. But besides that, I just bought Witch Hunt because of Boney Plays. And I'm probably going to start that at some point in the future. I have so many fucking games to go through.
I'll have to check out that Let's Play. I literally know nothing about that game.
It's fun. Also, the free game Cry of Fear got an update recently. And that's like a really fucking actually spooky game. I don't know if I have the balls to play that again.
Didn't we start that back on like our OG Let's Play channel like 3 or 4 years ago?
The Proto channel, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Erin, what have you been up to?
Not much. I've pretty much spent all my free time just grinding in Symphony of the Night, trying to complete it, but failing miserably. Literally.
Else, huh?
I mean, I have school,
Anything you did with your computer this week?
Oh, yeah.
Scare any children?
I might have, yeah. I didn't order the parts for it, though, because I'm poor. But, I went over to Drew's so he could look at my computer and see what needs to be fixed, and I scared his nephew. I couldn't look him in the eye. Like,
he went to Chelsea. Sorry, I'm like, hey, Erin's coming over this day. I'm going to take a look at her computer. So Chelsea's like, oh, that sounds like a great day to have a fucking dinner party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But his nephew also didn't like me for some reason. Chelsea's like, oh no, everybody scares him. I'm like, you're lying to me.
Stranger danger mode.
Yeah, but he looked at me a couple times like from the other room, but if I made eye contact with him, he just screamed and cried, and I was like, okay, I'll leave.
Did he actually cry?
He did a few times, yes. I'm pretty scary,
Yeah, you have a terrifying presence, Erin. This might be done through the podcast in person.
I know.
Jesus. Oh my
I'll just
God.
wear a mask or something if we all meet.
See, he doesn't like masks. I don't think kids like the mask thing.
I took it off and he cried more. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, at least we know he's not an anti-masker, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's getting into whole other issues. Oh God, what have I played this week?
We're getting political. You've mentioned an issue.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
Drew, did you play some more Warcraft then?
I did play some more Warcraft. Mm-hmm. Nothing new has happened this week, but I did get another character to max level. Oh,
excuse me.
They also gave out, or so the game was delayed, but they put out the new release date. And I feel like I got fucked over both ways, because the first time I took time off work so that I could have some extra days to play it. And this time they waited until the month began, so the schedule was already out, so I couldn't take any time off work to play it.
Man.
I think it's like the 23rd it comes out. Is the 23rd a Tuesday? Fuck.
Probably.
Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's probably the 20th then. Yeah, so that kind of sucks, but hey, that's okay. So that is exciting. But other than that, I played Symphony of the Night, and that's pretty much it.
I
Can
mean,
we talk about two like news things real quick because I think they're funny.
Oh, I
Sure.
like news things.
Cyberpunk got delayed again, and like last time they're like, "It's not getting delayed, guys. We promise. We pinky swear." And it's like delayed.
Yeah, that poor man who took off work for it. He
Yeah.
messaged him and he's like, "Hey, so I just want to make sure before I take these days off work." And they're like, "Absolutely." And then the next day it gets delayed.
Poor guy.
Uh,
Go ahead.
no, I wasn't gonna say anything. Go.
So, what do you guys think about that? Because that game's been delayed like what, 4 or 5 times now? 4 times?
Yeah, it's been kind of been pushed back like almost
I
every
mean,
other month.
that's how Final Fantasy VII Remake was, and that turned out pretty good, I think.
Well, it's
Right.
not even technically done, is it? It's just
No.
part one.
No, just the
Yeah.
first part.
I'm still so confused on how that's working out because like it doesn't even say part 1 on it, but it should.
It should, yeah, because, I mean, some people buy the game and they're like, "Oh, this isn't a whole story," but it's still a decent amount of gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not too concerned about the game's quality, like Cyberpunk's quality, though. I mean, it's just I know like there's info out there, and like apparently there's a leaked call from with their investors about the delay, but I don't really know shit about like exactly why it's getting delayed. But I'm not
I
too
think they
concerned.
said something about not being able to ship all of them at the same time, since there's
really?
9
Yeah, I thought I
different
read something about
platforms.
I thought it was something to do with the next-gen consoles. Like, it just wasn't ready. Or they couldn't get it operating on the old systems or something. I didn't.
Maybe. I thought it was just a shipping issue, but
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
I just think it's kind of funny.
I mean, it seems
The
like
memes have been
every
very
day.
great.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
day.
dude. Like,
Yeah,
I'll get the game eventually, but, like, it's not, like, on the top of my list. It does look really cool, but I'm not going to get super into it like everybody else is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Erin. No, Erin's all about it.
I did pre-order it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just at
I was
Slackers
just being an asshole.
at work, ex-work.
Huh.
Because why not?
Do you get like in-game exclusive pre-orders, like bigger dongs or smaller
Take
bags?
No.
your shirt off.
Slackers doesn't get any exclusives. Are you kidding me?
This
I
is
just had
true.
store credit, so.
The only exclusive Slackers gets is the exclusive to not be allowed to sell Nintendo products, technically. Seriously,
Well,
just
that
Google
was a
Slackers.
That
Huh?
was a warning, technically. A warning.
Well, still.
I mean,
Jesus.
I think they shouldn't, because he totally did it again. Not
Yeah, he's-
confirmed. Wait, we can't confirm anything.
We
'cause-
can't. We should probably drop that one.
Yeah. Not confirmed, but
Edit,
confirmed.
edit.
I mean, if somebody at Nintendo wanted to contact me and be like, "Hey, why shouldn't we work with this company?" I would have a conversation. You know?
Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
It's fine.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up, did you guys see that they're adding the Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales costume to the new Spider-Man?
Wait, hang on. To say that again?
They're
I don't
adding
know if
Into
my
the
brain
Spider-Verse.
registered. Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse,
Okay.
the movie. They're adding that Miles Morales costume to the new Miles Morales game, Spider-Man.
Ooh,
No, I didn't see
I did
that.
not
That's
see that.
super cool.
When you get a chance, look it up because they even have a thing where it has choppy frame rate like the movie.
No
That's
shit.
cool.
It looks fucking insane.
Oh god, now I want to do it, but like it's just awkward because we're in the middle of a podcast.
Just write it down for later. It looks dope.
Yeah.
No, I got the video up right now. Fuck you.
Rip.
Just talk.
like-
Fill the void.
what I love about it is like with regular Spider-Man, they have
What?
like all these iconic poses for him and all that. But like Miles has like a whole new set of swinging animations. Like he like puts his hands behind his head and just like kind of falls for a while, and like just looks super chilled and relaxed. It's dope.
No, I'm watching this right now, and this is sick as shit. Yeah, he's at like 25 frames per second. It feels so out of place, and it somehow works.
Yeah, they said apparently it's like basically a mod. You can put it on any costume actually.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
Shit.
Like
Yeah.
if you just happen to like it.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Wait, are they
floats your
gonna
boat.
add anybody else from Into the Spider-Verse, or just I mean, it
just a
makes
costume.
sense. Okay. I was going to say, because that would be cool with the choppy frame rate, but if that's just going to be on... I want to play as the noir Spider-Man from...
Nicolas Cage Spider-Man?
Yeah.
They're adding more suits to vanilla Spider-Man. Like, they've already said they're going to add the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield suit. I don't know. Oh, yeah, the noir one's already in vanilla.
It is.
Spider-Man.
I just, just want it in the new one, too.
Jesus. That's sick, though. I hadn't seen that, and I like that a lot. That video is so good. That's Naughty Dog, right?
No, Insomniac.
And I had it right the first time, damn it. Yeah, they're doing good work. Doing God's work.
Them good old boys.
They're good boys.
All right, that was the gaming news corner of the day.
Whoa. Excuse me. We missed a major one. I don't have much info on it, but I'm pretty excited for it. Pikmin 3 re-release on Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to pre-order it, but I haven't. I don't know what all they're adding to it, but I'm pretty stoked for that. And then you teased us with Bug Snacks earlier this week.
Oh, yeah. Sony came out and, every month, PlayStation Plus members get 2 free games. But this month, if you have a PS5, free Bug Snacks. Whoa.
Which I still do not know what that game's about, but I really want to play it.
There's gameplay out there, and I still don't know what the fuck it's about.
Bug Snacks.
I don't do research on games before I buy them most of the time. I'm just like, that's cool.
I've seen stuff for this before.
Yeah, it's a cute game about food animals.
It's the creators from Octodad or whatever, yeah?
Yeah, but it's got
totally
a dark
dad.
twist, obviously. Oh, at least in the trailer it did. All the food monsters are coming back to fight him, and I want to know what happens.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That reminded me of something else, but I can't... Something else that happened this week, but I cannot remember what it was. So just fucking move on. I got nothing.
Oh, yeah, also since everyone's getting the new consoles now, someone showed off that the PS5 controller, if you zoom in really close on it,
don't call it an Easter egg. Please.
No, I did not. The texture of the PS5 controller is all the little symbols like the X, square, circle, triangle.
I saw that on Reddit yesterday or something. That's super neat.
That is cute.
It's neat.
It's a nice little texture.
I did watch an unboxing of the Xbox One S, and it looks like they just use the exact same controller as Xbox One.
Yeah.
I want to call you out here, Erin, because I think I watched the same video.
Of course you did. Of course, yes.
Yes! Yeah, Mighty Keith, they sent him an Xbox Series X, and I watched the shit out of it.
Series S. They sent him Series S.
Or Series S, yeah, the one without the disc drive.
Yeah, and it is really small. Yeah, they're good. But, I mean, I do not like the shitty quality of Xbox One controllers as is, which I guess is a bold statement, because Drew seems to love them, but they're absolutely garbage.
So, favorite controllers are still 360. Xbox One's the next step down, followed by GameCube. But, if the Xbox One controllers were just a little bigger, they'd be pretty solid.
I just don't I think they're just terrible quality and they fail all the time.
Yeah, I know you've had a lot of issues with them. I
because this one doesn't even...
press issues, too, so...
I'm not even just talking about that anymore. It's I can have it sync to a game and it'll just randomly desync, but it'll still have all the lights and everything on, so I have to take out the battery, re-put the battery in, and it was really fun during Castlevania. It happened a couple times, and it was pretty exciting,
And also, they still use just regular batteries.
I have a charger pack, but yeah, they use AA still, which is kind of ridiculous that they don't have an actual controller at this point that does.
Oh wait, you can actually email Bill fucking Gates. It's just bill.gates@microsoft.com.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, and tell him how shitty. He's not going to listen to that.
No, and it says here he may actually. You have to email him.
Yeah, and tell him, be like, hey, Bill, I bought this in March. I'm not even, that big of a gamer.
Please do it.
But, I use it for YouTube.
What happened next week.
Use it for games on occasion. There's no wearing down on anything, but literally I loaded an Overwatch and it just rapid swipes through all the menus. Sometimes my A button sticks, sometimes the triggers don't work, and it randomly desyncs. I don't even have to set it down too hard. It just gone. It's really cool.
So what the fuck, Bill?
Yeah, fuck off, man.
Please, for the love of God, email
him. Dude,
him.
He's got other things to worry about, vaccines and stuff.
Phil Gates.
Phil Gates?
Yeah, sorry. Bill Gates, then his brother Phil Gates.
No, I'm just going to call him the wrong name in the email. Be like, hey, there, Phil, I'm going to need you to take a look at this. It was really fucked up.
Here, William.
If his email is public like this, you know how a lot of people think that he's some kind of politics for a second, like a political mastermind right now behind a bunch of climate change and all that shit.
Well, He is.
How many emails must this man be getting from just fucking extremists right now? Like,
fucking
I'm on
wackadoos.
you. Oh my god.
Stop putting the 5G in Windows 10.
Yes. So speaking of extremists, though, Aaron, you should email him.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say, Aaron, put in Bill Gates, then Phil Gates, then CC Phil Spencer from Microsoft. Tell him what the fuck's going on. He might respond. He's cool.
No, listen, it's not gonna happen, man. I should have kept my receipt. I would have taken this shit to Walmart back and been like, hey, buddies, maybe don't sell broken shit.
But you know what? You owe it to all your fellow gamers out there to do this, because if he does read this email, he might go to the Microsoft production team.
Yeah, and he might just take back all the Xbox Ones that have already been shipped out and everything, and then be like, hey, we really need to up the durability on these controllers, so recall all of them, nobody gets their Xboxes, put a new controller in there, and it's just slightly better and still sucks ass. Like, it'll be really worth it, I think. Yeah, that would be actually the best.
He walks into the R&D and he's like, guys, I got this email. This girl says her controller's broken on her 3 times. Keep up the good work.
I'm just saying, to be 100%, I have never had a PS4 controller go out on me, and I realize, I'm sure a lot of people have, but I've had my PS4 a lot longer than I've had my Xbox One, and I've already gone through 2 or 3 Xbox One controllers.
That is pretty fun.
So, isn't it?
I can say that, honestly, I think the PS4 controller is probably my favorite controller.
Yeah. I mean, I like the durability
for
sure.
The buttons feel good. Like, I'd say the rubber on the analog sticks is starting to wear down, but it's been 6 years, I guess. It still works totally fine.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous at this point.
I've never liked the placement of the joysticks.
I know you don't.
I like it. I was just gonna say I like the PS4 controller. I like them both, though. I don't have a preference. I'm not gonna make a stance on this, because if anybody listens to this, they're gonna be like, "How fucking dare you?"
You guys hear that? Aaron says that if you have an Xbox, you're a piece of shit.
I mean, I'd agree to that because I fall under that category. So
that's fair enough. I actually do too. Oh yeah, what all consoles do we have, guys? Have we ever explicitly said this on here?
I think I've had literally everything since the PlayStation 1.
What do you currently have? I mean, like, what are your current systems, Austin?
I got the Switch, PS3, PS4, original OG Xbox, and the PC.
Oh my god.
I had an Xbox One, then I traded in to get a Switch, because I never played it.
Are we counting handhelds too, or no?
Sure.
I have got a NES, a Genesis, a GameCube, a Wii U, a PS2, PS4, Xbox One, my Switch, my PSP, my 3DS, my normal DS, and my Game Boy SP.
Damn.
I do actually have a Wii U. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
It's sitting in another room, not even plugged in.
Pretty forgettable. Yeah. But, I love it. It's my Zelda edition one, so.
As far as consoles, that is sick. As far as consoles I play, I just have all the current gen consoles, Switch, Xbox One, and PS4, and then my PC. I have a backlog of old stuff. I have pretty much all of the Nintendo consoles, save for the Wii U and I guess the Virtual Boy. But I own literally every iteration of their handhelds, from the original OG brick Game Boy up to the final iteration of the 3DS, and I'm fucking proud of that. I also have a Switch Lite, I guess.
Yeah, so you got all the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
The Virtual Boy's not worth it, and it's expensive, so.
So, Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So who's got it? Go ahead. Take the floor.
I was going to say, Erin picked this one this week, because I picked Silent Hill 2 last week. Erin, how do you feel about it?
I actually really like this game. I think I said last week, it is one of my favorite games. Playing it again, I did go in with a little bit more of a critical eye, I suppose. Just trying to nitpick it and stuff. There are a decent amount of flaws with it, but I'd say the good outweighs the bad, in my opinion.
How long has it been since your last playthrough of it to now? I
mean, it's been years. I just haven't gone back. My backlog of games I need to play, so I had no reason really to. So it's probably been 5 years since I played it. which isn't that long, I guess, but...
So, Drew, this was your first time playing it, correct?
So, I'd watched like a 10 minutes of like a speed run. I think I watched like maybe 5, actually. It was to the part where like he loses his armor and stuff. That was literally my experience with the game up until now. So
Okay.
yeah, more or less.
And how do you feel about it now going through it?
I think it's just okay.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it's as bad as I was making it out to be through my angry messages on Discord, but I definitely... I probably don't like it as much as I do like it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just middle of the road.
Do you think it's because you... Like, so, like, Symphony of the Night is kind of where Castlevania pivoted away from just kind of like side-scrolling attack monsters. Now it's like full RPG Metroid styles, where we get Metroidvania. Do you think it's because you prefer Metroid more, or is it just
I definitely
like how
think
this game
that,
is?
So I think it's a number of things. I think I definitely just prefer Metroid more, which we'll find out later. But I think it's hard to go back to that because that game. So that game and like say Super Metroid, or like probably where you could argue that Metroidvania became its own thing, right?
Yeah.
So like in that sense, it's still pretty early in the genre. So I feel like just since then I've played several better Metroidvania games. And I even think there were probably maybe a couple out at that time that were probably a little better.
I was going to say definitely playing Hollow Knight and then going back and playing Castlevania.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
this isn't quite
one.
as crisp as like a nigh perfect one. So
like, and we had talked about this in Discord, but I think one of the things that disappointed me most in the games, and I'm just going to come out and say I finished it at like 129%. I didn't finish it, but I mean technically I 100% of the game. All the boss fights, save for one, and even that one, I just happened to like the boss. They were all boring or just not fun. I don't know. None of the boss fights felt that fun.
yeah, I think you can use strategy for them. I definitely found it a lot easier to just go in with like my Bible and my sword and just fuck them up, just spam kill them. Which I mean, maybe I don't know if you could on some of those because the knockback is so bad. Like if they get a hit on you, you can't really recover unless you just spam hit them.
Yeah, and I think I've said this a couple times too, just on the Discord. Like, I probably won't go back and play this game unless I can find a ROM hack that just like removes the knockback. Because for me, it just made it so much. At certain points, they just throw so much shit on screen at you. It's not fun. Like, just at times, the game is just not fun to play. But for like long enough stretches to make me not want to play it again. So I know it sounds like I don't like it. I do like the game. I do think it's fun. There's just a lot of things I also don't like about it. I have notes.
Oh, hey. Well, I guess
go ahead.
I will say that I am closer to Erin, where I do like this game a lot. It does have flaws. I have like probably like a bunch of tiny little nitpicks that like kind of do add up over time, but like still, I think the game is just really so well made and well designed. But like, yeah, there are these small things that like over time, like it starts out kind of annoying by like 2 hours in, like, fucking really? Are we still doing this?
Dude, the beginning of that game is a fucking slog. Oh my god.
Yeah, let's say, yeah, it's probably my least favorite part is when you have no abilities, death takes all of your shit away. I guess, do you want to do story on this? Because there's not really much of one.
I mean, yeah.
Richter's possessed, brings Dracula's castle back, I think. You save him or kill him, and then you dip out.
I mean...
and Alucard finishes the job. Anyway.
So it falls after Rondo of Blood. Richter returns to the castle, gets possessed. Well, that's a spoiler. Wait, should we have done a spoiler warning at the beginning of this one too? Because we didn't.
It's 24 years old. Everyone should know by now.
Technically 23 years old. It's fine.
23 is getting there.
It's the same age as me.
Look at
Hey.
you.
So that's the only reason I remember. But it's Richter's gone missing in the castle, and basically, just fucked everything up. So Alucard goes in once he figures out the castle's been brought back to life with Dracula and all the monsters. Goes in trying to stop Dracula from being resurrected. And then, that's pretty much it.
Like
Yep.
he comes in with all of his cool shit, then Death is like, I'm taking all this.
Well, that's like a game mechanic thing. They're just like, hey, look how cool you could be. Fuck you. Like, but I mean that's
more
fine.
powerful by the end of it, so it's kind of
yeah, for sure. I just like the outfit and stuff, like like the matching gear, like all the Alucard stuff.
Just don't find the bastard sword early in the game. I found the bastard sword.
I didn't use that sword at all.
I
didn't use that sword once.
It was like no, dude. I got that after like the second boss, and I used it until the castle flipped. It felt so bad getting like, and I know some of the weapons do more damage against certain things. But, like, man, I felt like I had that sword for so long. It was just kind of a bummer. But I was a badass. I did feel like a badass.
I would say that probably my least favorite part of this game is the RPG kind of elements. Because, like, you get random, like, rings or weapons, like, strong against holy attacks, strong against ice or whatever. But, like...
There's no clear indication on what is what or what it's...
Yeah, like fire and ice are fairly simple to figure out. But, like, what the fuck is holy? Like, what is dark?
So, I think part of it might be, I guess when they were conceptualizing the game, they were going to put, like, a holy or dark alignment for Alucard and have different endings based on that.
Oh,
so I wonder, I don't know if they had already started programming some of it and then we're just like, or if it just, like, they I don't know. I think it's an incomplete idea that they decided to scrap, but then it still made its way into the game. Because I honestly don't know what would be holy or dark in that besides Dracula being dark.
Holy.
Would he be... maybe. Alucard uses a fucking Bible. Cross. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Dude, fuck the cross in this game.
Well,
why? What?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like the thing to use against Dracula, but it takes up so much hearts. I don't understand.
Whenever you 100 hearts.
When you fight Richter with the bubble above him, I used the cross once and it ended the boss fight.
Did you kill Richter or did you kill the bubble?
Oh no, kill the bubble.
Okay.
I mean, that's all well and good, but, like, I don't know. I got it, so I didn't use it before the fight started. So, and at this point, I didn't have the cool HD goggles to let me see his evil spirit. So I just used it, and it used all of my fucking things, and I was like, this is stupid. It didn't even throw a boomerang. It was so salty.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about the, we'll say the items and the RPG elements, the individual use consumable items, in my opinion, are borderline useless.
I'd say it's just a pain in the ass to use them in general.
Exactly. Like,
it is, and it's not really worth... I was just going to say, I don't think it's really worth it, even. Because, you get a very brief effect for it, and it doesn't really stop that much damage.
And that's kind of my thing. Like, they either don't stop enough damage or don't justify enough damage to go into the menu, right? So, like, you can get the Arcane Missile, and I think it does, like, 60 damage. But at the time you probably get it, you probably deal about 25 to 30 damage, and 2 sword hits deal the same amount of damage, and you don't have to pause the screen.
Yeah, I tried to use a couple resists, but it didn't really seem to help me out that much. Like, I used even a lightning resist against a boss that does lightning damage, and I compared the two, and it was just the same damage on each. And I was like, cool, so nothing. That's fine. I don't know if it was just too much power or what, but I definitely did use the health items, but I wish there was, like, a better option for that, like just a quick button hit. You know, like in Dark Souls, you just hit like right or whatever, and then you use it, consume an item,
and throws it on the ground and eats it back.
Erin and me talked about this. He throws it on the floor and then just mushes it between his toes.
Yeah, he gets some nice
and then
picks
he gets
to sell
a moral
online.
healing.
Yeah,
it feels better.
It's like the how-to basic level healing. He gets the strength back, knowing that people are salty that he's wasting food.
Yeah.
God.
That's why Dracula disowned him.
Yeah, that definitely is. And the fact that he sells those pics online doesn't help.
Oh my god, this game.
Welcome back to Alucard Crushes Turkey. Yes, we have a delicious butterball this week.
Oh, what next? Like, because I can bring up some stuff I didn't like that maybe you guys thought was fine.
Sure, I mean, we could do it like that, where you discuss the things you hate, and then me and Austin just defend it and say you're wrong.
So just like, here's a good example I had. There was a lot of this game, and like, I'll admit that I know other games of this era did this too, but like, a lot of it, specifically the room with the big skeleton heads on the way to the clock tower, felt a lot like trial and error. And if you fuck up, it's not that it takes forever to get back to where you were. It's just, it feels like anytime you come across one of those trial and error rooms, it's just a real big fucking slog, and you get to the end and then some other bullshit happens and you fall down and you gotta go back, and it's like 30 seconds each time, and it's just kind of annoying.
Yeah,
until you get the bat form.
I think that's the only room I remember doing that. I can't say it's the only one in general, but I do think it's a little bit of a dick move, which I think is kind of funny, more so because you're like, fuck that fall, like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, kind of thing. It's been like, I should have expected it. I don't know why I didn't expect it this time. It's just an empty bridge, and you're just like, not a lot happening there. But yeah, it is. I don't
remember having a problem with that room very much.
No.
The rooms with, like, in the clock tower, I had fucking problems because, like, Medusas flying weird patterns, and then
the Medusas,
like, the harpy things, and then even in the inverse castle where they're yellow Medusas and the floating suits of armor with the swords, that was a fucking nightmare to get through.
That particular room, it made me so mad because you get to the end of it and there's like that little last part of the bridge that breaks off, and you fall down to a platform below, and you should just double jump up and it's fine. But 3 separate times, and I jumped in 3 different places because that's what I thought I had to do. The thing would break, I wouldn't have enough time to jump off of it, and I would fall down on an enemy below, and it would knock me off the platform with a knockback. And I was like, I guess I just can't do this right now, because that's how it was. And eventually I just tried it one last time, got lucky, and I was like, oh no, the game's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, whenever you fall, you're just kind of like luck of the draw. You fall on this enemy, and you either get knocked off, or you get hit still, but stay on. And I just didn't like that, because it happened 3 fucking times.
I mean, I can see it's frustrating, yeah.
It was frustrating. I'm just going down my list here. This was another one that I had mentioned a couple times. There were a lot of rooms, and this could just be me being bad, but this game does a really good job of drawing your eyes to shit that's going on in specific rooms. Would you agree? Like, you walk into a room, like, there's a big enemy with swords floating around him right in the middle of the screen, like, oh shit, that's important. I feel like a lot of the background platforms and stuff just blend into the background, and I don't always immediately know. Know where I can go or what I should do. Another good example is the fucking clock room. Like, didn't even know you could go up to the left or the right in that room.
Yeah, it's a real fucked up thing. Like, if you bring the clock sub-weapon and then use that, like, it's one stat, like, how the fuck does anyone figure that out?
No, like, that, it was so stupid. And, like, so I saw the road going up the middle, so I was like, okay, I need to come back with bat mode, cool. But I happened to be in there, like, just completely randomly, and I guess I hit it, like, right at the minute mark, and the thing, like, one of the platforms moved over to the left, and I was like, oh shit, I can go up there. But at the time, I was playing on my double jump, so I had jumped into it, so I was like, oh, that's stupid. How was I supposed to know I had to jump into this wall for this thing to move? Like, okay. And that, yeah, it just made me kind of...
I still don't know how the clock works. I really don't.
I think Erin, you know, right?
Yeah, I think it's every minute the one on the left opens and shuts. The one in the middle is always open, and the one on the right you have to use your stopwatch for. They don't really...
The one on the bottom, you gotta show off some bling.
Yeah, the 2 rings that says, like... The silver ring, I think it says, like, where clock, and then the other one says in room. So it's where in clock room, and... I mean, that one's more okay than the stopwatch. The stopwatch one was frustrating. I looked it up, because I forgot. Yeah. And I was just like, I don't actually know how you're supposed to figure that out, because I got decently far. I didn't 200.6% complete it, but I did 198.5. So, like, I explored a lot, and I don't remember seeing anything hinting at the stopwatch in the clock room.
I did 190%, and I didn't even find the holy symbol, the thing that lets you breathe underwater. Yep. I finished the entire game without finding that. Yep. I got pretty goddamn far without it.
I got like 130 and never found it either.
Yeah. Well, like, what I like, there's the fairy familiar who'll be like, oh, there's something weird about this wall.
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, but the one for the holy symbol thing, she's like, oh, there's something weird about this wall. But it's the floor she's talking about. You have to use an item to hit the floor.
Yeah, so I had that exact same thing, and I literally Googled what she said, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, it's not the wall, just hit the floor. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So there's so much cryptic shit, but, like, in a way, I do enjoy it because it makes it a fun experience, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Whenever it gets in the way of progression, I don't like it.
I have to give him brass balls for saying, like, if you don't fully explore this castle and you go kill Richter, like, you beat the game, but you miss out on, like, half of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did.
Yeah. And so the first time I did it, I really like exploration. I'm not saying they have to hold your hand through it, and I do like that some of it's hidden really well, but other times it's just like, the only way I'd be able to find that, like I think the Ring Edge was talking about, the ice floor that you have to break through, the only way you'd find that is if you're just like, hey, there's a floor, I'm going to hit it, like on every single thing, because it doesn't really look breakable, if I remember right. Or like,
there's like somewhat of a crack in it, but like also you would need a weapon that can hit down, like down low.
Well, you can.
Which not every weapon can.
The swords can do a diagonal down.
Yeah.
No, like I would say, like not every weapon can do that. Like a two-handed sword can't do it. So I had to use the axe sub weapon.
I see. Yeah, or there's a wall in. I can't remember what the fucking area is called. Let me pull up the map real quick. Whatever, but there is actually no tell of it. The only reason I saw it is I was watching a review of the game after I beat it. And I saw them break that wall, and I was like, interesting, I definitely did not break that. So I went back and broke it. But, yeah, I don't know, it just, like, looks the exact same as the other walls, which is, again, fine in most games, I feel like, that have done this since. But since it was, like, I know it wasn't the first to do this, because Metroid is very similar, that's what it's based on, but as far as I don't know how to explain it, because like, there's other games, like, Hollow Knight, I'm gonna use that a lot, I guess, but, I don't mind just running up and down the walls and that. I think it's because you move so quickly in that game, or you have the option to, and going back and exploring everything isn't that big a deal, but Alucard's just slow, so going back, trekking through the areas, just to be like, did I hit this wall, did I check this wall, it's a little frustrating.
Yeah, I think a combination of things is like, yeah, one, Alucard is generally kind of slow in his walking speed.
Yeah.
And two, when he attacks, he does a full stop, and you can't just walk and attack at the same time.
God.
Yeah.
That is, like, I guess, like, the only way to mitigate that is to jump and attack at the same time. So you're still at least moving forward. But, like, if there's a bunch of shit in your way, you just, like, attack, take 2 steps, attack, take 2 steps, attack.
That was literally my first hot take on this game. So, like, 10 minutes into the game, my first note was, Alucard feels kind of weird to control. Maybe it's because some of his attacks are slow, or maybe because you can't move for, like, a second after you're attacking. I don't know, but it feels kind of bad to me. That's my 100% what I wrote, so yeah.
I would say the general feel of moving around is fine, but, like, I would say it's not particularly great, but, like, I would say the animation of Alucard is impeccable.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, the animation in this game is super good. Like, the pixel.
I'm not a big fan of that, like, after image thing. I know you guys are. I didn't like it in Metroid Zero Mission either. It's just kind of jarring.
I don't know. I liked it for Alucard, but it's like a hint of, like, magic and mystery. I don't know.
That's fair.
It's a cool effect.
If we're talking about cool Alucard, I love the double jump animation.
Oh,
it's like his cloak or something. Yeah, but his cloak turns into bat wings, and that's so cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Guys, I have a fun fact about Alucard. I don't know if you guys know this.
What is it?
Wait,
not too many people know
this.
Hold
on, wait. You have to watch to the end of the video to know this cool fact.
Oh, shit, okay. Oh, should we save this for the Patreon exclusive?
Oh, yeah, totally.
No, you can go and say it.
Okay.
You know.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Alucard spelled backwards is Dracula.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Holy shit, really?
Bro, I can't read. I don't know how we're supposed to figure that out.
Yeah, I would have never known. That's insane.
I wish everyone just left the Discord call.
So here's the thing. You brought up alt weapons, like the axe, a minute ago. So, did anybody else, and this might be a totally me sucking problem, did anybody else run into the issue where, like, you thought you had one weapon, but it turns out you accidentally picked up another one and didn't realize it?
Yep, totally happened all the time.
It happened. I'm very aware of what weapon I had, so any time I fixed it up, I would just grab my other one.
It didn't happen early on, but, like, close to the end of the game, it happened quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I would also say a problem with the sub-weapons is that I feel only, like, really 3 of them are useful. Like, the Bible, the cross, and the stopwatch. And the axe, I guess.
Okay, no, dude, the daggers.
I fucking hate the goddamn
dude,
daggers.
I drain bosses with the daggers. Like, because you can just... No, because, like, by the end of it only takes 1 fucking heart, and by the end of the game, you have, like, so many hearts. Like, you can just... There were so many times where I'd, like, just stand, like, right next to them, and they would keep getting hit with the knockback, and you just go... And they die. They can't even hit you. It was insane. I love the daggers.
I can't argue. Sure. I didn't use it. I didn't try it that much. They didn't do a lot of damage at first, but I guess neither did the Bible, but that one gets a few hits and it's like a little protective barrier on your guy.
By the end of the game, my dagger's dealt, like, I think 14, but, like, you can throw, like, I don't know, 6 of them a second. So they're doing more damage than you can normally.
Mm.
Okay, look, if we want to talk about how to make the game turn easy mode, I think I might have, like, probably ruined I don't know if I've ruined the experience for myself or what to call it, but once you have Alucard's real shield in the inverted castle, you can use the shield rod with it, and you can just hold your shield and just walk into literally anything.
Yeah.
And if it's a candle thing or whatever, it will destroy it and give you 8 health immediately. If it's an enemy, it does 255 damage per hit, and it if you're just touching it is like hitting all the time. It's like just stacking, and then it's also healing you 8 points of health every time it does that.
That's insane.
So if I got hit by anything, I could just walk into 3 enemies, I'm back to full health. So I was just steamrolling through the last third of the game.
So I remember you mentioning that to me. However, I could not get it to work because I didn't know that there were mock versions of Alucard stuff called Alucarts. I was just like, oh, maybe it's just a spelling error, like a translation issue. So I'm just
that was so funny. Why the fuck does anyone put this in here?
Yeah,
you read the little synopsis for him. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The Alucard mail or whatever, it says resists lightning, dark, and holy or something like that, but it's got a question mark at the end.
I know, yeah.
It's pretty good.
What is the point besides just oh, I got wait, it's not Alucards.
I guess just
it's
to
a
be
fucking
dicks.
troll, yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I was trying to use the shield thing, and I was like, I don't know why I can't get it to work. I never done it before, so I was like, I don't know, maybe I just suck. And then there was a boss.
Shield, it does the big animation, then it uses a question mark.
Yes.
It's I guess nothing happened.
So there's a boss later on. I was like, I can't figure out how to beat it, and I saw somebody use it, and they're like, oh, you have to have the Alucard shield, and I was like, what? What do you mean? So, did either of you guys fight Galamoth?
Hold
I
on.
don't remember which one he is.
He's like the giant Egyptian god.
Let's see.
Galamoth, Sotn.
Because fuck that. Apparently you can't, I don't know if you probably could beat him if you're super good, but he does a little area of effect shock damage. That I could not figure out how to stop. That's the one that I tried the lightning resist or whatever that didn't work. And
really?
So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go back, get the shield, figure out where that's at, and then just spam kill him. And I did. And I think I only used it on him and Dracula. Because I just wanted to beat the game by the time I got to Dracula. I was like, fuck, I'm done. So.
Yeah, pretty much every boss, even if they can hit you, at first, if I can just invincibility frame to, one part of him, I could, Galamoth, I just stood at his feet and just stood there till he died.
There were a few bosses I did that with. I'm trying to think. I can't remember any of their names, but yeah, there was a few that if you just get right under their feet, they can't aim down and hit you, and you can just fucking beep 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 dead.
Mm-hmm.
What was
that
you guys?
Is just too fucking much.
See, I never got the Alucards. I got the Alucard mail, and that was around the time I stopped. If you guys want to know where I stopped, I basically explored probably 50% of the Upside Down Castle, and I got to the second Echo fight, or where you fight your dark version or whatever. You just fight an Alucard mirror.
Yeah.
And the fight went on for 2.5 minutes, and I was only doing 10 damage to him. Oof. And he finally killed me. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm done with this, because the fight went for way too long, and it was just not fun the whole time. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And that was where I stopped.
All right. So you did not fight Dracula, and the world is still in peril.
No.
In your timeline.
See, I just chose to, since I didn't like it all that much, I just chose to say, fuck you, I killed Richter, and I saved the day. That's it. That's all I got.
So, since you so you only got the 2 endings, right? You beat did you beat Richter before you got the glasses?
So no, I didn't beat Richter before I got the glasses.
Okay.
I got the glasses, and then I got the one where at the end you're with is it Maria?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Did you save Richter?" And Alucard's like, "Nah, dog, he dead."
Yeah,
and she's like, "Oh, that sucks." And they kind of go off into the sunset. And then I did the one. I just beat him, beat the guy possessing him or whatever. Good old Shaft. I kicked Shaft's ass. And and then I did the Upside Down Castle, and that's what I got.
Okay, so what endings did you get, Austin?
I just beat Dracula. Like, I beat him one time at like 160%, then beat him again at 191%.
Okay.
So I just got the same ending twice, basically.
Okay. So I didn't do the one, because I guess there's a basic ending before you get the glasses at all with Richter.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there's there's an ending for that one, but I didn't get. So, but then
glasses.
there's an ending if you have the glasses and then don't save Richter, and then there's an ending if you have the glasses and save Richter, well, which is just going to the Upside Down Castle. Mm-hmm. And then there's an ending for beating Dracula with less than 195% explored, and then there's an ending for beating Dracula with more than 196% explored. Mm-hmm. So I got those ones. And
those endings are so practically the same, though.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, I was gonna say the only difference is that Maria's like simping for Alucard in the app over 196, which I'm like, honestly, I like the other one better because she's just like, yeah, he's gonna figure himself out, and then, but in the other one, she's like, I can save him, and I'm like, oh, cool. It's worse. It's worse.
Like, yeah, Richter's like, all right, I'll just be a cuck then and just watch this happen.
I mean, to be fair, he's the reason everything kind of got fucked up. So I'd be like, yeah, Richter, you're gonna have to sideline this for a while. Go find somebody else who didn't just watch you try to kill literally both of us.
And then he gets a letter in the mail. And he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go play Smash.
Yeah.
I wish Alucard was like, all right, Richter, you owe me this X amount of money. I took the job.
I literally killed my dad for you. Fuck off.
Or it's like that fucking Moon Knight panel that everyone shares. Like, where are you, Dracula, you big fucking nerd? You owe me money.
I think you're
anyone have any idea what I'm talking about?
Sure don't. I was completely lost, but I was going to let you have it, man. Erin, any idea?
For some fucking reason, there's this panel from a Moon Knight comic where they photoshopped to say, I know you're here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money? I don't know why.
That's pretty funny. Oh my god. I got 2 more things on my list of things I did not like.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Well, Drew, no one really cares, so.
Magic.
Yes, magic is weird.
Spells specifically, I guess, because
spells.
Just to clarify,
there are 5 in total.
Are there only 5?
I only bought 5 from the librarian.
I don't know if I bought. I bought 1, and then you can actually. I do like the fact that you can just unlock them by putting in the correct inputs. Mm-hmm. Like.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can just... Because Drew accidentally did one, and then he's like, dude, do you have this one? I was like, no. And then he's like, try these, and I did, and then I also unlocked it, and I hadn't had it before, so...
I didn't buy a single spell. I only ever found some.
Oh, by the end of the game, I had so much fucking gold, I just bought them to buy them.
I did the one... the first spell I unlocked was the one where you, like pull open your cloak, and shoot out the fireballs like Dracula does.
Yeah,
which is kind of adorable, honestly.
It is.
Like, my father likes them.
The magic and the spells or whatever in this game, it feels like the designers were like, you know what game was really popular a couple years ago and still kind of? Mortal Kombat. What's like one of the worst things about that game? Oh, the really long inputs. Yeah, let's do that in a game that's all about fast-paced combat.
Look. I want to defend Mortal Kombat. Inputs are typically not that bad in Mortal Kombat.
No, they are not. That's what I'm saying.
Fatal Fury, they're terrible.
Is that a Konami game?
No, that is a SNK fighting game.
Okay.
That's where Terry Bogard comes from.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's where they have the pretzel motion to do a super.
Okay.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's like, some of them aren't bad, like the Bat Dash one, that one's pretty easy. It's just hold jump, backward circle, let off jump. Easy. But like, some of them, like, you try to do it like 4 times, you still can't do it. Like, fuck it, this is just useless.
Yeah, I didn't.
I would say I did not use them at all, except for the times like, oh, I got a spell. Let's see what this does.
Did you ever try to use one on a boss?
Nope, not. I can never do the inputs reliably enough to put it out.
The only one I tried to do it on was the Alucard clone, but he just dodges any spell that you try to do. So
same thing. Anytime I tried to do any of them on a boss, I feel like I either couldn't time it right, or they had some kind of like a mechanic in place to just dodge it completely. I'm like, all right, well, magic's fucking useless.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's probably people who have mastered this game who would disagree wholeheartedly, but I literally only used the Bible and my sword, like, at all. So I just spammed up and attack, because I could just go run underneath them, and then up attack, get my Bible hits, and then also just mash attack, and then they died usually within a few seconds, so...
Erin, you're like that fucking kid. You have God and anime on your side.
I did, yes.
I basically ran with daggers and moonwalked my way through the castle.
Yeah, and then, you get this move later on, the poison gas cloud, which, fantastic for navigating tough hallways, because that's how I got through the whole shitty-ass underground to get to Galamoth. I was just like, I'm just gonna mist cloud through this, kill a bunch of enemies, get a bunch of experience. Just
you
absolutely
usually run through enemies as a dog if you're doing the dog.
You get bad dash too.
I just didn't. I wanted to do the
pretty
poison
much bad
gas.
dash through everything.
Well, also you don't necessarily kill them with the dog. With the poison gas, I killed quite a few of the higher health enemies because I lingered on them long enough. So
I guess you could farm XP then.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't actually know what level I ended at. I wasn't super overly powerful. I think I had health in the 600s. I guess I could just load up my game right now. I'm sitting here.
I stopped paying attention to it.
I got health 638 maybe. Maybe a little lower than that.
We were probably around the same.
I think I ended at 320 something health.
I'm not kidding. Once you get that shield, that the game is fucking piss baby easy mode.
Yeah, but it takes the whole game to basically get there.
First half of it, yeah. Then you have the entire inverted castle to go through with it.
Yeah.
If I may, that is... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so with the inverted castle thing, I enjoy exploring the regular one for the most part. But with the inverted castle, it almost feels like a chore because you have all the moves, and you're like, I'm only doing this for map completion and to fight the remaining bosses for Dracula's bits. Mm. And you don't even get that much cool shit out of it. Like, a lot of the areas where you'd be like, oh, this is where I got that really cool sword from the first time. I wonder what's going to be there. It's like, just a heart.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I would say, the inverted castle is a super cool idea. Mm-hmm. And the fact, you have to, really explore the regular one and, work to get it is a super cool idea. Mm-hmm. But in practice, it's this is kind of just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It is. And that was what I was going to say just a second ago, was, I fucking love the idea of it. That's one of the coolest things about that game is that, even if you're... Okay, so... The only reason I even figured out about that was, I obviously knew there was an upside-down castle just from, years of hearing about the game. But, I didn't really know how to get it. I just kind of found it from exploring it. But, you could have completely... Imagine being a kid when this game came out, right? You could fucking beat it, kill Richter, and people were like, oh, yeah, no, there's, a whole other double part of that game. That's just so cool to me. Mm-hmm. That they're like, yeah, no, you didn't even do half the shit, more or less. Get back in there. I love that.
I know, that is, a thing, developers are like, oh, I don't want to work on something, people miss it. And it's you work on an entire section of the game, just completely missable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I loved it. But I also hated it.
Can I talk about some that was personal to my playthrough?
Yeah.
I played it on the PS3 has a way you just play PlayStation 1 games on it. You just buy it from their PSN store. Okay. It's emulated. I don't know why, but I have not played a PlayStation 3 in a very long time. But when I turn it on, I played it one day. I turned my PS3 off, come back the next day. It says system was not properly turned off. We have to restart and recalibrate, whatever. I'm like, that's weird. I don't remember.
I already compiled.
I don't really remember shutting it off improperly, but whatever. So it does that. Then I have to re-sign to PSN. Then I try to play the game again. It's this game has a time limit. You have to go to the settings at date and time and send them via internet to play it. It's okay, fucking whatever. I go do that. Then I play the game some more. Then this time I made sure to go to the menus and turn off system. So I do that. Next day, the same shit happens. So now every time I turn on my PS3, I have to set the date and time, log into my PSN account, then go to date and time settings and then set it via internet. I have no fucking idea why, but it's a giant pain in the ass.
That is stupid.
Wait, and it's just because of this game or just your PlayStation in general?
No, it's my PlayStation in general. Every single time I turned it on, this system was turned off improperly last time. Motherfucker, no, it wasn't. I took every step possible. I don't know how more proper I could. Ask its permission to turn off.
Your PS3 might be an idiot.
Probably. It's getting old.
I had some weird problems, not like that, on my playthrough. It crashed on me twice.
Yeah,
it's weird. I've never had it crash.
Yeah, so one time I walked through a door and it just stayed on a black screen and it never went away. And then the other time was the one I sent you on Snapchat where it just didn't load the top half of a room and I had to restart it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. I'm not going to hold that against the game. That might be like a bad port job, or maybe like...
Yeah, I mean, it was on 360. You played the remaster port, right? Like
yeah, I played the remaster.
Okay, and you didn't have it on PlayStation graphics, you had it on the 360 graphics.
Yeah, it was on new graphics.
Okay.
Which, I went back and looked at the graphics, the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Still pretty good. Like,
oh, yeah, that's what I played on.
Nice.
After I figured out I could switch it back, I definitely did.
They looked really good. I definitely like the newer ones more. They just feel a little smoother to me. But like the old ones, I could have had it started on that, and I wouldn't have known. I would have been able to play on that totally fine.
Yeah, let me see. I can change it right now.
Yeah.
So when they re-released Symphony of the Night on the PS4, I think it's also on the PSP version, they change a lot of the dialogue.
What is a man?
Yeah, they take that out.
Why though? It's so good. It has acted very well. Actually, it's one of the only ones.
It feels like one of those things they take out because people memed on it hard and they're ashamed of it.
But like, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it's just I don't get why they would like. Nintendo does this shit. Like, I don't get why they patch old games. Like what's the point? You're not. I don't know. It's just stupid. Just port it. Fuck.
Do you want to know what the new dialogue is?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so like that opening scene, it starts with Richter saying, instead of saying "die, monster," says "Dracula, die now and leave this world. You'll never belong here." It feels an odd thing.
Okay.
I hate
Dracula
that.
says, "Invited me, your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute." Which
that's not worded any better though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the original is, "It was not by my hand that I am once again given flesh." That's
I
a
like
way better
that.
line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Konami.
I didn't even think the like "what is a man" line was bad. It just people take it out of context. It makes total sense whenever he's saying it. He's basically just being like, what are men? They're just secrets and stupid. Like, it makes total sense. I didn't think it was bad.
I just love he also throws the wine glass like, "What is a man? Fuck this."
No chill on Dracula. Probably wouldn't even wine. It was probably just some poor virgin blood.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he honestly didn't look like he wanted to be there. He's just like, dude, I fucking just got my ass kicked. Like, let me die.
He sits on his throne like, God damn it. This shit again.
Yeah, he would fucking go.
What's like 2 times Dracula comes back, it's not even by his choice.
No. He doesn't want to be there.
Castlevania 2, Simon decides to put all of his shit together. It's
Bring
like,
him back
Simon,
and then kill him.
Yeah, like Simon, if he didn't do that, he would still just be dead, you know?
I mean, didn't Alucard, you had to grab all those bits and pieces stuff? Why didn't he just, like, leave with them? Right? Like...
Well, just like, when you fight Shaft, he's like, "Oh, my shit's already done. Yo, see you later." So I don't know what... I don't know.
I got nothing. Like, that's always struck me as weird. Like, you need the pieces to bring it back together, but, like, had you just not done anything, it would have been fine.
Yeah, would have been totally okay, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Also, the wizard's name is Shaft.
I mean, that's a pretty good name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, he does shaft you, essentially, by
Is
bringing
it?
Dracula back.
Also, I think it's kind of a dick move with the, like, fight Shaft and then fight Dracula right after that.
Oh.
Didn't get there, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just spam killed both of them, so, like, I was just like, fucking, you die, and then you also die, like... I had no time.
Look, with that goddamn shield, it was no problem.
Yeah, I know. I by that time, because I was wanting to fight it for real, because I don't think this game's super hard, except for whenever they're purposely unfair, like that Galamont fight, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I was like, I want to try, but at that point, I think I had gotten to 198 or whatever the fuck, and I was like, I've been playing this game for like 10 hours straight, I'm out. I'm gonna call it here.
You got way further than I did.
I don't, like, it just feels like yeah, like you said, it's not particularly hard. It's just kind of a pain in the ass, especially when you're like trying to get through a room and like tiny little projectiles do 30 health, and it's like, well, I have 300 health, so I get hit 10 times, and then like it's just a fucking pain to get like up 2 staircases.
It's a slog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other thing I'll say I did really like about this game was most of the enemy designs.
Yeah.
There's so many different enemies in this game.
I think
it's fucking awesome.
I think the art design or direction in this game is so good.
It's impeccable. Yeah,
it's quite good. Yeah,
like this,
sure.
that stands up still. Oh, I don't have my oopsies. Just ignore me. I might I might have been trying to get a couple extra percentage points on here real quick. But,
right now? Like, while we're playing?
I was looking up my Alucard health. I've been talking this whole time just fine. I'm sorry, I slipped.
Are you playing right now?
No, never. I would never. I would never.
No.
You need to put down the controller. It's consuming you.
No,
Aaron,
I
put
just...
down the controller. You have a family.
No, I don't. They're fucking... I killed them.
Oh, God.
I meant just Dracula, but whatever. Maybe I killed my real family too, I don't know. But yeah, I think the art holds up in this game super well. Like, this game could have been released today visually, and I think it would have been fine. They would have been like, oh yeah, it's just trying to do callbacks to older styles, but I think
I do love they just use like universal monsters like Frankenstein, werewolves, and such.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just happen Cthulhu. Well, there is actually like a Cthulhu-looking monster, but he's not named Cthulhu.
It pisses me off so
what
much.
The fuck?
Yeah, Malachi. He's just,
like he's got like a fucking tentacle head and everything, and I was like, what in the fuck? And he summons like a pentagram and shoots this weird-looking beam thing that goes across the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why wouldn't they call that Cthulhu?
Yeah, tough fuck, Konami.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Konami.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe it was just like a translation thing. Like, wasn't that happened like at the end of Mario 2, didn't it? Where some of the names got mixed up, but that's how people know him now. I don't know which one specifically, but in the credits they got typos done. So I'm like, well, maybe his name was supposed to be Cthulhu.
It could have been. The actual Cthulhu monster was a big pussy.
Yeah.
Can I say that? I guess I could say that.
I mean, I don't think he looked very cat-like, but, opinions.
Fair enough. Yeah, he sucked. It was not, yeah.
So do you guys have a particular favorite monster? Because I think I have mine.
I have two.
Okay, you guys go first. I'm going to think about it for a second. I have the boss list pulled up.
Well, mine is it's called the Bone Arc. It's where the two skeletons are carrying a flaming dragon.
Yes!
And then if you destroy the dragon, they just run
like little bitches. It's so good.
Yeah, that's
so fucking funny. I love it.
My two are, I like the Bloody Zombie a lot, because, like, I realize it's, like, a super OG early in the game one, but, like, I kill this thing that just fucking explodes
and rips
into
in
blood.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It's pretty good.
And the other one, it's kind of a tie. Like, I guess it's three. I don't know why, but I like the Salem Witches, because in my head, the Salem Witches are all children, so I'm just running around slaughtering flying children.
Okay.
And the other one...
They're also, they don't look very menacing. They look kind of adorable. Like,
yeah, they're kind of, like, they're just spooky. Something about them is spooky, but I also really like the marionettes because of how creepy they are.
Those are really cool.
Yeah, every noise they make and, like, just their movements are just kind of like, I don't like it, I don't like it. Yeah.
I want to say I love how everything just explodes.
Yeah.
They destroy it. It's a very old school PlayStation 1 thing, but I love it
so much. Oh, it's so good. It feels so at place somehow, too. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was going to say nothing really feels out of place in this game. I don't think. I mean, the Egyptian monster kind of does whenever, like... But I think for the most part it's all pretty coherent. I know, did you already say you really liked Legion? I don't think that's his name in this one. The giant mass of fleshy bodies. Yes.
I don't remember his name, but that was the boss I was talking about, like, way earlier that I was like, this is the one boss I liked.
Hold on,
Because it was just like, what? I remember kind of thinking, like, what the fuck is this thing? It just looks like dead dudes, like, all over each other, and I hit it, and then a bunch of them fall off and come after me, and I was like, there's way too many enemies on screen right now, and I love this.
It is Legion.
This is amazing.
Okay. It is called Legion.
Yeah, it's such a cool boss.
It is. That one is pretty nice. I would like to know its backstory. Like, why are all these guys stuck together? Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's why
Did Dracula just be like, hey,
walk down a giant... That is Dracula's orgy room?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
It does. I mean, as soon as you hit them is when they attack you. What?
Drew, you never fought a boss called Beelzebub, right?
Beelzebub? No.
Mm-hmm.
Dracula just has, like, Satan in his place.
Yeah, there's a giant... It's like a giant zombie, like, like, he's held in the air by chains.
Hold on, looking him up.
Yeah, and, like, it's a very similar fight to Legion. Like, you attack him and, like, things come off, and it's like, instead of corpses, it's like bugs.
Yeah, that one was cool. I, might have Bible killed him too, so I didn't last too long in that room, but
maybe I'll go back and finish what I didn't do, but this boss looks pretty cool. Why does he have just swords coming out of his mouth?
Just why not?
I think it's like a torture thing. I don't know.
I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a mod, but instead of Alucard, it's Dot from the fucking Animaniacs.
God damn it.
Hitting the boss, just kicking him right in the leg. Oh, internet.
Ugh, god damn it.
What, man? You don't like it? Here, put it on Discord right now. Fuck you guys. Ah, shit,
Right.
upload.
I actually like Ulrox too, which I just remember. He's the one that, he actually reminds me of, Hat. Oh, his name's not Hat Knight in Shield Knight. The guy who sells hats. That's what his design reminds me of. He's the guy, you go into that little dining room area, there's a table, he's sitting at the chair, and he gestures for you to sit down. And I sit down, he doesn't, I think it'd be cool if there was actually something you could do. But you cannot.
So I didn't realize that was a boss fight room, so I already had broken the chair before anything happened. There's just instinct, I'm just attacking anything.
Yeah,
so
he's just like,
oh, I could have sat down, I guess. He's a cool fight too, yeah. He's one of the few multi-phase boss too.
Yeah. I do like him. I think he looks like a Shovel Knight character though. It's pretty dope.
I'm trying to think. There was one boss that felt super weird to me. It was you're down in the catacombs, it's water everywhere, you kill this worm thing, and then you walk into the next room and it's this woman atop two dogs made of what the fuck even was that thing? It's okay, so is she a Cerberus? Is she some kind of what's that called? Like a siren? Or, she's got worms too, so she's all three. What is going on? I liked it. It was a cool fight. It was just, there was a lot to it. Felt like they were just on DeviantArt that day trying to find a boss and just went with the first picture they saw.
I mean, yeah. She just wanted everything, man. She wanted to be all powerful.
That's what it feels like. I like it though.
Oh yeah.
I have a list of all the bosses that I'm looking at here. There was quite a few I didn't fight.
Yep.
Huh. Oh well. Fuck them. So anyway.
So we've already talked about Drew. You finished the game 130%.
Yep.
I finished it 191. Erin finished it 198. So she wins a very special prize.
Oh shit.
I don't know what this is though. I'm terrified.
It's a fully cooked turkey I've hidden in one of your walls.
Oh,
I won't tell you which one.
Morgan is going to love that. She's going to come home and just see me bashing down walls. It'll be perfect. Actually, for your information, it's now 198.7%. So,
Oh, shit.
it's fine.
You two are like the teachers, man. All you have to do is get 100% on the fucking assignment, but she gave you so much extra credit, you're like, yeah, let me just do the assignment quadruple times. Ugh.
Yeah,
So, I
was gonna kill Dracula.
I might go back and try to do that. I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't really have much of a desire to go back and finish this game.
Yeah, I mean, I do like it a lot.
I definitely like it. I'm pretty neutral. I'm just neutral with it, man.
Yeah. Did either of you guys play as Richter at all?
I've in the past, not this playthrough though, but
okay.
I have. Not very. Yeah, I have.
I have a couple of little complaints on that one.
Go ahead.
Fire away.
Floor.
So I finished his only 66.3, maybe? I can't read that one. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, 66.6.
I know. It would have been. I failed.
Just go through 3 more rooms.
Weird question.
Hold on one sec. Yes.
Did you beat it as Richter, or did you just play it for a while?
I'm in the inverted castle right now.
Okay, who is the boss to get to the inverted castle? Is it Alucard? Or?
There is no boss to get to the inverted castle.
Oh, you just fucking walk right to it?
Yup.
That's actually dope.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. That's all I had.
Okay, I was gonna say, so I like it. I do like the way it controls, because you can just sprint right off the bat, which is lovely. If they added a sprint to Alucard, I think
There's
it would
an
be so
item
much
to
better.
make you sprint.
Just naturally?
I had it pulled up earlier. Hold on. You keep talking. I'll interrupt.
Okay. I was just going to say, so I am all for games not holding your hand. But I was under the impression that I started with basically a sprint and just a normal jump. And I was like, okay, well, there's some areas that obviously I need a double jump or a high jump for. So I'm sure I'll find it later. So I fucking spent all my time going back and forth. Areas that I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to need a double jump for this. I'll leave and come back later. So I explored everything I possibly could. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I just looked up Because, one of the frustrating things about this is since there's no items, whenever you do select for this one, it just pauses, like an old Sega game. So, which means there's no, like, control menu or anything. But anytime you do a boss fight, or any kind of fight, there's just a heart in the place of all the cool items. So I'm like, okay, well, I must get, like, a power-up from, I don't know, fucking fighting one of these guys, but I went and fought all the bosses that were available to me, and I didn't get anything except for little hearts, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So I looked it up, and apparently you just have all the abilities naturally, but you can't just double jump. It's the down-up jump to do, which is fucking, it's so stupid. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't just put it as a double jump for Richter, because I'm not going to just sit there and mash all the buttons. It's not shown that you can just do it automatically, so I had to go back through and backtrack all that, and apparently there's some other moves you can do that are just random, like there's a dash. I don't know how to do it, because there's no, like, control thing, but I didn't really need it. So, that was a little frustrating, because by the time I got to, I can tell you exactly how long I was playing. Hold on. I
really liked about this game too is that you can play as other characters. I know in other versions you can also play as Maria.
Yeah, I think that's on the Sega Saturn version.
Oh, can you do that on the 360 version? Like, is that imported or did they cut that?
I think it's only on the Saturn. I mean, I can hit new profile. Do you just type in Maria?
I don't know. Let's see. Playing. Keep talking.
Okay.
Got you.
So I just got to 66.6% as Richter, so I'm gonna leave that there.
Yeah.
It took me like an hour, which I was only playing that file for an hour and a half. So it's not. His isn't very hard because you can't get power ups or weapon or anything, so you're pretty OP.
You cannot.
That sucks.
Can't play as Maria in the 360 one.
That sucks.
Damn.
But yeah, so it was just a little frustrating because you don't even have like a controls option, which is fine unless the entirety of the other game wasn't built on power-ups, right? So I feel like if you hadn't been conditioned to be like, oh yeah, I need to go through and get all these power-ups so I can progress, then you wouldn't waste your time backtracking the entire castle just to go look for power-ups that don't exist when you just needed to do a move. So, that was a little frustrating, but once I figured out you could just fucking sprint across the castle, like, it's not hard. You just go from save point to save point, and then, I don't think I got to Dracula. Or, no, you can't fight Dracula's Richter, you fight Shaft only. But I haven't gotten to him yet, because I'm
Shaft.
I just have to make my way back down to the little clock room, but it is a little ridiculous because you have to down up jump, which you can also do midair, which I didn't know after I figured out you could down up jump because you can't as Alucard. You can't do that as Alucard because it just goes and then he falls. I don't think. But as Richter, you can, and you have to. Is the most frustrating part because there's areas like in the upside down. The inverted castle, you know, like
the upside down Stranger Things.
Yeah, so you know how, as Richter, the area with the bell towers, so whenever you're going back through those inverted, you can just fly, easy. As Richter, you can't, so you just have to mash the down, up, jump a bunch, and there's still all the enemies in there. Like, there's that one room with the little imps flying around, where there's like 10 imps, and like 3 of those sword guys, and you don't get health upgrades, and you don't get heart upgrades, so you're just sitting there trying to mash the up jump, which is not inherently easy to hit, and you can't attack anything until you land again, so it's just hard for no reason. It's you know, it's fun that they put it in. I like it. It's just a little frustrating.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, quick interruption. The sprint or dash thing for Alucard is called the Godspeed Shoes. They're only in the Saturn version, so I was totally wrong.
The Saturn version is kind of the version to play.
Seems like it.
So I don't know. I haven't looked into that, so I don't honestly know.
Well, I don't know what the version exclusives between them are, but in the Saturn one you can play as Maria, and apparently you can sprint, so Alucard learned how to move his legs a little quicker, so...
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I actually like the floaty feel of Alucard, just like kind of doing whatever the fuck he wants. He's just like, I don't have any time, like, constraints. I just live forever, so I'm just...
Oh, you'll love the next game we're playing then, if you like floaty controls.
I like that he floats when you jump. I'm not necessarily I don't know
don't
if it's...
worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, shoot. That was pretty much all I had on it, really.
Yeah, I mean, the soundtrack's great.
Oh, soundtrack, oh my god.
It is one of my favorite game soundtracks. It's actually probably why I like this game so much, because I started watching, I was frustrated. I hopped off the Richter thing, started watching somebody's Let's Play of it, and I heard the music, and I'm like, I'm all of a sudden excited again. Just like, god damn it. But I love that one.
I wasn't very blown away by the soundtrack.
What?
Listen, you know what? You
I'm
can be
sorry.
wrong. It's fine.
I
Like,
know.
it's cool.
We went into this, and like, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I was expecting like a bunch of like remixes of like other songs, and there were those, but I was just like, I think I prefer the originals, or I don't really like this music that much.
So you're a
Oh my
hipster,
God.
I see.
I'm not saying it was bad. I just wasn't like. I think I went into it thinking like this game's gonna have a great soundtrack, and I was just like
So,
coming
like-
off of Silent Hill 2. I'm like,
So, like, I respected your opinion about this game up till now. Just saying.
Well, you can only be wrong about so many things.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it had a bad soundtrack. I'm just saying I think I went in with the wrong expectations, and I was not blown away. It was like it was good. I'm like,
I don't know. I've played it so many times at the store. Like, I don't know how you hadn't heard it before.
I mean, maybe you did. I just, yeah.
But
That's
Drew,
fine.
what about the end credit song?
That's a good song. I like that song, actually.
I legit don't remember it because during the credits, I'm pretty sure I was on Discord with Erin, or I got up
Yeah.
and walked away.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I think both of those.
You need to actually listen to it. It's amazing.
It is.
Will it save the
Super good.
soundtrack?
It depends how you define save.
Ending song. Keep talking. I'm listening.
I think it's called "I Am the Wind."
It is called "I Am the Wind." This video includes paid promotion. Weird.
Oh, good.
No.
Okay, yeah. The like weird porno sounding music.
I would not call that porno, but sure. Not the pornos I watch anyway.
I mean,
Was that
we
what?
watch boring porns. Either that or soap operas fucking music.
I think of Titanic for some reason listening to that.
Yeah, soap opera music.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll listen to this later.
I'm just like,
I'm sure you will.
I hate that you can't skip the credits, but I almost love it because you have to fucking listen to that whole song.
Yeah. I know. I
Nice.
do wish... Because I went to get a couple endings back to back, and I was like, we could have just let me skip it after I
I
saw
can't
the
tell
first
if you're being ironic or not, because I don't like this at all.
I like it. I unironically like it.
I like it for how much I don't like it.
Listen,
Okay,
I
I couldn't tell
like
with you. Because I was like, this isn't even your kind of music.
it.
Just like the wind.
Yeah,
It's so fucking like, traumatic.
Mhm.
It's
I
like,
don't know.
this is not the ending song that this game should have. It does not
No,
feel
it's
like it
so
fits
out
at
of
all.
place.
No, it
makes
fits
no
perfectly.
sense.
Yeah, okay. You have no
What do you
unbiased
want
opinion.
from it, man?
You literally just said this is like your favorite video game soundtrack, and you're like, yeah, no, it fits great. Like, this son of a gun. There's no way.
There's a whole musical track where a woman's just screaming, alright? Like, it's a little weird. It's a little weird sometimes, alright?
Oh my
Still
God.
love it.
Yeah, like I said, I just wasn't all that blown away. I don't think it's bad. It's just, I'm not, okay. That's why I said in Discord before I said that I'm sorry in advance. Because you got on the soundtrack and I was like,
That's okay.
that's all I have.
I forgive you, I guess.
Oh, what else you guys got that I could just shit on?
I don't know what else.
I think that's pretty much it.
I would say the inventory system is kind of shit.
Yeah, because you can't sell
Yeah.
everything, and by the end of the game, you have 14 pages worth of bullshit.
I do wish you could organize it a little bit. Or even
Or-
just a
or just,
weapons, armor page kind of thing.
Or get rid of things you don't use anymore.
Yeah.
Or also, another small nitpick I typed in Discord. Wish the map was kind of labeled in any kind of way.
Oh my
That
god,
would
that'd be
be
so
nice.
nice.
Because at a certain point, I could just recognize, all right, this shape, I think that's the clock tower. But it'd still just be better, like clock tower, castle
Yeah,
entrance.
or even just a different color than blue. The fact that it's all
Yeah.
blue is just like, okay, that's fine.
I found.
Yeah.
I, was
I mean, there's
looking up
definitely
some-
a lot of things that could be improved, but I think future games in other series, not necessarily Castlevania. I mean, some of the handhelds are good, but I haven't really played too many. But
This is actually the only Castlevania game I've ever played, so I don't know how the rest of the series fares.
Oh, okay.
They're fun. They're fine.
So Drew's you've played the first three,
I've played the
right?
first three, yeah.
Okay. I grew up with Bloodlines, and that one is... I feel like it's very reminiscent of the first three. But it's pretty good. So going from Bloodlines to Symphony of the Night, I definitely thought it was a major improvement. And then I've played a couple on the DS Game Boy, but I haven't finished any of those.
Here, I found this, and I wish that the game kind of did this as you did it, but like if you have to click that to zoom in, but it actually fills the map up with what the rooms look like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
works.
it's just
Yeah, and it doesn't actually look
shows
that
what it
bad.
is, so.
But yeah. So what's your final opinions on it, Austin? Go 1 out of 10. I gotta know.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I still think I'd give it an 8.5. I still really enjoy it. It's just a bunch of little nitpicks that kind of break it down a bit.
That was a hell of a word you picked there.
I know. I don't know why I picked that one.
Yeah, that was
I'll censor thing over that.
Timestamp?
Yeah, I might do that.
123.
It's like, fuck. What even was that?
I don't know why. Is that a word even?
No! What was that? 123?
No, it's 123 to 124 and a half. You said it again. Okay.
I swear that's a word.
Okay. Well, we know how Austin feels about it, Erin.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. God damn it.
Sorry, it's funny.
It is a word.
Yeah, but it doesn't. So is the other word that it sounds like. That doesn't mean it's a good word.
Hold on. We can
It's not like I just made shit up, at least.
Wait, we
I'll
gotta
leave it in.
recompose.
Fine.
We gotta
I'll
recompose
leave
in
it.
9 seconds, 8 seconds. No, we can't. Okay.
I might leave it in. Should I leave it in?
Here, I'll attach the Reddit thread. Is a racist word?
God damn it, Austin! I mean, it's there. It is there. It's just that's quite the pick.
Oh my god.
Oh no! I'll leave it. It's a word. I
No,
don't like it, but I'll.
No, you can't. You can't. You gotta cut 123 to 125.30, man. Okay, hold on.
Fine. I'll start over. I give the game an 8.5. I think it's really good. It has a bunch of little nitpicks that drag it down a bit, but still a fantastic game.
Just so you know, I'm leaving all that in. I'm just gonna censor
Okay.
that shit out. Oh my god.
I agree with Austin for the most part, except for, his word choice. It's a little offensive in my opinion, but I think an 8.5 is good. Because I was debating, I was like, it's not perfect. It doesn't hold up. I mean, it does for the most part, but there are definitely aspects of this game that have been improved upon in other Metroidvania styles, even though it was really one of the first of its time.
It's like number 3 in history, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
But no one's gonna like the number I give it.
I know. I'm gonna give it like a 8 or 8.5 because I still really love it too. I also just love Castlevania lore. I'm not super well versed on it. I used to be, I promise.
There's lore?
But yeah, it's pretty good. Go ahead.
What was it
3? Oh, I was gonna guess 3, so that's better than I.
No, the game's definitely not a 3. Like I can objectively look at it and know that it's not like a trash game. It's not my kind of Metroidvania, I guess. But no, it's not bad. And you know what? And this is a game, even though I don't want to, in a year, I could see myself getting the inkling to play it again. So I don't know, but I'll give it a 6.5. I liked a lot of what it did. There was a lot of issues I did have with it. But yeah it's not shitty or anything.
You going in as a first-time player, I think, is interesting, because some of the complaints you had were ones I just didn't think of, because I'm like, well, I've played the beginning quite a few times. I'd only beaten the game one other time, but I've started it up many times. So I didn't have a lot of issues with the startup, but some of the stuff you're like, man, yeah, this boss sucks, and it's just not good. And I was like, okay, well, I don't remember what it was like when I first played it, so I don't know.
I don't know how much emphasis is put on the combat, because it's super basic and God damn it. That's not what I said.
No, come on. Dead air, go.
The combat is super basic. I feel like not even the shield or blocking things really works half the time.
No, it doesn't.
Or like 25% of the time. And like most bosses, it's just like kind of just dodge and hit, and that's literally all you can do about it. And
yeah.
So, I mean, but that is a majority of the game, though, is hitting things. But it's also the fun of exploring and getting more big numbers. So that part I enjoy, at least.
Also, it just popped up on my
Warcraft.
TV that like one of the achievements is to cast and unlock all 8 of Alucard's spells. So apparently there's 8. Just
Well, motherfucker.
to correct our previous assumptions.
Google them. Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, the combat could be a little better, but I don't know. I guess they were trying to stray from the original, but also like kind of keep with it a little. So they're trying to find a happy medium, but I don't know. I still enjoy it, even with the harsh knockback in the floaty controls.
It's mighty knockback. It's
Yeah.
painful.
I feel like a good solution would be if you take more than like 15 points of damage, you get knocked back. Otherwise, you're fine. Or it should be like a variable, except
Especially later in the game.
yeah, like I got hit by a tiny stone. I'm 1 damage. I'm set back 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
So,
if there was something that could limit knockback, yeah, that would be great.
Well, like half it even. Like, yeah. All right. So, are we? You wanna move on to the final bit here?
Yes, now after our discussion of Symphony of the Night, it's time for our patent pending improv minute that will take probably longer than a minute.
Probably.
I don't know how
Okay.
we're gonna do this. I'm not good on the fly, man.
Don't worry.
Fire away, Austin.
You did perfect last time.
Yeah, we weren't recording last time.
We were
not-
recording. That was the test
Well, not for
run.
the post, not for the many viewers.
Fine.
Fire
All
away.
right, look. So, this scenario. Drew, you work at the library.
Okay.
Erin, you are using a computer, posting a very long Reddit thread about incels and gaming.
Okay.
You are typing away, and you have hit your limit for using the computer.
Okay.
And Drew is trying to escort you off.
Nobody's gonna get this.
What do you mean someone's gonna get
That's
it?
fair. That's fair.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right. Well, this is gonna get topical with today's stuff. Hey, Miss, just quick heads up for you. The 30-minute time's up, so you need to hop off so we can sanitize the computer.
I choose to ignore him completely. We're playing this like D&D, right?
Yeah, pretty
All right,
much.
roll
I'm gonna
I wait.
ignore him.
initiative.
Just gonna act like I don't even see him.
I will walk out from behind the counter and say, "Excuse me."
I'm just gonna keep ignoring him.
Hit the power button.
And then I turn to you and I say, "You motherfucker, why don't you get a real job?"
I don't like you right now because this happened.
No.
You fucker. I'll be like, I walk back behind the counter.
And then I sit back down and power up the computer again.
I'll disconnect the internet. Like, it's all shit that I've done before.
I just get up and I throw a pin at you. It doesn't hit you, but it could. It could have hit you.
Around this time, my boss walks in and sees that happen and demands I call the police and press charges against you. 2 days later, a piece of certified mail appears for you saying you're permanently banned from the library and you have a court date and you're being charged with disturbing the peace and battery.
Joke's
Or
on
assault,
you.
I'm sorry.
Joke's on you. I used a fake name at the library so they can't contact me. I show up after I wait by the address I gave you until I see that piece of mail delivered, right?
Mm-hmm.
I pull it out of the mailbox, run to the library in the middle of the night, douse the entire building in gasoline and burn it down.
Jesus Christ. It would, I suppose then I don't have to worry about it because the next day I get the call saying the library burned down and I just sleep in.
Yeah. But before I burnt it down, I stole the computer that you kept turning off, so...
Not even a good computer. They're like 8 years old.
Yeah, I know. It's the principal at this point.
So you broke in first.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
No,
so
actually, I broke it after it started burning.
Oh. Why?
I don't know, man. It was a debate. I was like, do I want to burn down with it, or do I want to try to leave?
I mean, We
I left.
probably know who did it.
Yeah, but you don't have my real name or address. You're gonna charge the wrong person because I gave you.
No,
a
the
fake
thing
address.
is, a certified mail is hand delivered by. You get it. You have to sign a thing, so somebody saw you. Like, you have to sign for it.
Maybe.
What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm out of a job then.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for you.
So I guess Erin wins the improv.
I get to sleep in and get paid until the library's rebuilt, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
This is true.
But basically, how it ends is that...
Oh, there's more?
Yeah. I go to your house and I leave the computer on your doorstep.
Why would you know where I live in this situation?
That's it. You don't need to know why. You don't need to know how.
No. Okay, if you know where I live, then I know where you live. So I'm going to come to your... No.
I don't.
Yeah, no. I'm going to come to your little fucking bed underneath the bridge on the side of town and throw it at you. Like, listen here, asshole.
That's fair.
Like, here's your fucking computer access now. Bam! Throw it at your head. Walk away into the sunset.
You don't walk away, though?
Oh, no, what happened?
I was going to say... Sorry. I was going to say, since I live under the bridge with my little troll minions, I sick them on you, and they murder you. You're dead.
Little did you know, I actually see this, and I pull out the Molotov cocktail that I had planned on throwing at you. But it turns out trolls are not good against fire, so I burn them all. They are dead.
You pull an I Am Legend, and you just fucking light everything on fire and kill us both? Is that what you're doing?
I guess so.
Alright.
Are we...
We're both dead.
As we're burning, I throw
is
the computer at you one more time.
Yeah, you can do that. We both die and the computer remains.
I mean, I've seen burnt computers before. It's a pretty alright shape. It might survive.
Yeah, I know it would survive because it's a magical computer. Obviously, that's why I wanted it.
No, if it's a magic computer, then we pick it up and fly away.
No.
Overcoming our differences.
No, you didn't know it was magic, and we both die.
Okay.
And the epilogue, the police check the Reddit thread Erin posted, and it has one upvote.
Dude,
dun, dun, dun.
That's a success. Wait, who upvotes? It's me. It was actually a self-upvote.
Oh my god. Okay then.
I don't
do you want to do another one, or you want to end it on that?
Well, we gotta talk about...
If you have another one, I kind of want to know.
Wait, we gotta save it for next time.
I can come up with shit all day. Alright, so...
Oh god.
Wait, we gotta talk about what we're doing next week. Oh, what are we doing? Okay. Are we doing another one?
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll do it.
It's gonna end similarly.
Alright, you guys are both at Subway.
Yes.
Okay. Drew is taking a very long time to order a sandwich, and Erin really needs to just order the sandwich and leave. She's on a very tight schedule.
So
am I a dick in this situation, first off?
No, you're ordering a sandwich, but you have to like substitute like every single thing on the sandwich.
Gotcha.
And just be a general kind of pain in the ass customer.
Alright, and Erin had a question too, I think.
No, I was just gonna start.
Okay. So I want an Italian club, but I want it on white bread. I want to sub off all the ham, replace the ham with turkey, sub off the Italian dressing, put ranch on that. What else comes on it? No, I don't want any of that. Go ahead and
also, I'm the employee you're talking to. How about that?
Oh, okay. What else comes on it?
It also comes with barbecue chicken, ranch, mayo.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. Take that off.
I proceed to walk behind the counter and start making my own sandwich.
Ma'am, can you not? This is employees only.
I look at her and say, hey, since you seem to know what you're doing, you want to make my sandwich?
I get very offended. No, she cannot. I'm the employee here. I'm the master of the world.
I'd say, it's taking too long. I need to make my sandwich. So if you'll excuse me.
I'd say, women do not belong in the kitchen. I'm a feminist. Get back out of here so I can make a sandwich.
I take offense to that and plead the contrary. Actually, she's right where she belongs.
Yeah, and while you guys start arguing about who belongs in the kitchen, I'm slyly making my sandwich.
Okay, well, Erin's making her sandwich. I order a sandwich from her.
I actually jump the counter at this time, and I start making my own sandwich.
Okay, so then I get on the other side of the counter. Now you two are making my sandwich.
So I'm making Austin. So then I finished putting all the ingredients that you've requested on. I handed to Drew to put in the oven, like they do.
Yeah, I turned it on for 15 minutes and the building catches fire.
Austin, your manager on duty, I think he was in his office, and he comes out, he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Then I say, scatter! And we just run.
Building's on fire, right?
Yeah.
I keep making my sandwich.
Yeah, that's fair. I take what I have of my sandwich, just like bread and mouth, and jump back over the counter and just sprint on all fours out the door.
Why all fours? Why does it have to be all fours?
It's scarier that way. You're gonna stop somebody really, like, if somebody's just casually, like, jogging out the door, you're gonna be like, hey, you know, you didn't pay for that. But if somebody gets down on all fours and starts, like, sprinting out the door, you're gonna stop them, really?
I think I'd be scared, you're right.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I'm right.
I think I just burned with the building on this one. I'll take it.
Just eat your sandwich. Eat your oddly specific sandwich on it.
Yep.
And then Austin and his boss leave, and Austin is handed his, I guess, a pink slip.
I would take off the apron and name tag because I didn't actually work there. I just put it on. Pretending to work there.
No wonder that sandwich was taking so long to fucking make. That's all I got.
Then what I think happens is, instead of the building burning, it just vaporizes, because it wasn't a subway after all, it was some sort of mythical SCP.
No, it was a Castlevania enemy.
Oh my god.
We have to go through the inverted subway.
No, you gotta run. This bitch is about to explode. It's an enemy.
No, okay, so then the firefighters showed up, and the very first guy on the truck is Jared Fogle. He's come to save the day.
Oh my god, no. Wait, I don't know.
Conveniently, that's unfortunate because this subway's actually inside of a Babies R Us.
Oh my god. Or never. Okay. I'm not gonna say that. Not if we're posting this.
Alright, we'll switch it. Kids R Us. Toys R Us.
No,
That one.
Okay, it's all the same. Get somebody else to pick up.
It's inside of Forever 21.
He's disgusted by this fact, and he refuses to put it out.
Yeah. Then they take the 21 sign down and put 13 up.
Yeah, and then he goes back in, and, I guess he, puts his fluid all over it, so...
So wait, do I die in this equation? Am I dead?
Have you decided that?
No, I mean, like, I stayed with the building when it burns. You gotta tell me, did the fire department get here in time?
Yes, actually, Jared Fogle carries you out of the building on his back.
Covered with his fluid, yeah.
I tell him I would rather burn than be saved by him.
You don't have the strength, you have too much smoke inhalation.
Mm-hmm. So you're unconscious. Oh, that's not...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I just die then.
He also gives you CPR for, like, minutes.
I try to kill him.
I come back, actually, while he's giving you CPR, and I strangle him with the sandwich bread, because the bread's always disgustingly stale.
Yeah, I don't really like Subway that much, if I'm being honest.
No, it's pretty
It's like a lot of effort to go through for the Subway.
So I strangle him, you wake up unconscious, surrounded by smoke, just crumbled building, and Jared Fogle's dead body.
I kick him.
But then Drew puts on the holy goggles to see that Jared was being controlled by Shaft.
by
his own Shaft, maybe.
Yeah, it was controlled by me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I can kill Austin. I think this one got a little out of hand. My task
is already complete.
I just burned with the building. I'm dead.
You just give up. You're just out. You just crawl back into the still burning embers. You're just like, I'm not.
I don't have time for this. Alright.
Then you wake up in the inverted subway.
Yeah, and it's all the exact same thing. I walk in, you're ordering a sandwich, and it's just the same thing over again.
You're in purgatory. It just reruns this whole scenario.
Oh my
over
god, I hate it. Oh,
that's a pretty good one, yeah.
I like it. So I guess that's pretty much it. Now we just have to give the big dramatic reveal on what the next week is.
Yeah.
Or not. I mean, we don't have to.
Nah, yeah, we probably should.
Wait, I do have another Castlevania fun fact for those people who stayed till the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you know that Dracula's name spelled backwards is actually Alucard?
Fuck! You're right!
Mm-hmm. That's actually where they got his name from. Mm-hmm. That's where they got his son's name from. So, yeah, fun fact.
See, I thought it was the other way around. I thought Alucard came first, but that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Drew, I can't wait to see my audio at the fucking scream then.
Jesus Christ. So next week, or just next time we post this, because I still don't know the schedule, because Sony Vegas is just a total asshole, we're doing the other parts of Metroidvania. We are doing Super Metroid. Ho ho, hee hee. One of my favorite games. Can't wait for these guys to shit all over that, so...
Yeah, I have not played it. I have never played a Metroid game. Not, for more than 5 minutes, yeah.
Man, alright.
I hope you like it, so we'll I'm sure we'll discuss it throughout the week, but yeah, that's what we got.
I'm excited to play it again. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, so I'm looking forward to it, too.
Yeah.
If anybody out there wants to tag along and you have Switch Online, that shit's free right now. It's just on that Super Nintendo emulator you can download on there.
That's what I will be playing it on, because I'm poor.
That's what I will be playing.
I can't say I'm poor and own a Switch, I don't think.
Oh man, if we actually got a viewership, it'd be cool to have a game club, a book club. Everyone, we have a community playing the same game at the same time.
That would be really sick, actually.
Yeah.
Wistful thinking for now, but we'll get there, as long as we're consistent. But for now, I think that's probably a good place to call it, because we probably don't want to go on for 3 hours again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we still don't have an outro, do we?
Bye.
You gotta say, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell if you like the video.
Check out our Patreon, our OnlyFans, our Wiki Feet, our
Oh, wait, Austin.
What is it? InstaFeet?
Sorry,
That's the other one?
That just reminds me. Who is this episode's sponsor, Austin?
Sponsors by Subway.
Mm-hmm. Eat flesh.
Eat flesh.
I think that's a good... That's perfect. We'll just end it right there.
Yeah. Great. Oh, I didn't hit stop yet. I should probably hit stop.